Hey guys, hi, very good evening to all of you and welcome to the session. This is your master teacher Harsh Priyam and I'm in front of all of you. Why? Because we have to discuss the second session of polynomials, that is your second chapter of class 10th CBSE NCERT. Okay, so we are discussing the basic mathematics here and this is the second session of that polynomials where we'll be discussing about zeros of polynomials and the relationship between the zeros of polynomial and its coefficient. Fine. So I hope many of you might be even knowing it and many of you who do not know about it. Let's see. Chalo, to shuru karte hain. Let's start it without wasting any much further time. So before starting, okay, wait a second. Here we start. So before starting about the online education, so as what I always say to all of you guys, that Vedantu has come up with for you guys only, Vedantu has come up with multiple solved problems which used to be a big problem for the online industry till now. So say for example, you people used to say that sir, we are not getting the support for the doubts, we are not getting any notes, assignments is not there, test is not there. So there is no continuity, there is no systematic order. Apart from that, competitive exam preparations, they were not there. Choice of schedule means the timing which you have to take sessions, that was not given a choice for you guys, for students. So all these problems has been solved by Vedantu, and not only this much, but even the problem of language. Because earlier it used to be that most of the students who are not Hindi speaking or not native to Hindi speaking states, they used to probably feel that sir, we're not able to understand Hindi so properly, even if we can understand it, just a glimpse of it, but that does not make us complete a vivid speaker of that Hindi language, and that is a problem. So we don't want this entire study thing in English only, we want it in Hindi only, we want it in English also. So this problem was not a small problem because it was impacting the understanding percentage of the students, and that's why we thought that since now you people have shown such a huge belief on Vedantu, you have shown such a dedication towards our entire Vedantu platform, Vedantu ecosystem, so that's why we are very much dedicated to give you the best quality wherever it is possible. So right now this particular thing of language thing is possible for us to give you on YouTube, so we did that. We bifurcated the channel, we bifurcated English channel and we bifurcated the Hindi channel. Although some of the services were not possible on YouTube because YouTube does not support it. So say for example, the doubts support, the notes, test and assignment, these facilities cannot be given by YouTube. So for that, we designed our own platform, that is Vedantu Waveplot platform, where any student who is taking live sessions at Vedantu, they will be getting all these services, all these facilities. Isn't that balle balle? Isn't that eureka? Okay, so and not only this much, on Vedantu platform there is a lot more things. And what are those lot more things? So you can actually take unlimited live sessions in a day. And it's not only in a day, in any time, at any place, anywhere. You can take unlimited live classes, which is again not possible on YouTube. So say for example, right now if I am taking a live session at this channel, simultaneously one more live session cannot go on. That's not possible. YouTube does not allow it. For that, I'll have to probably go to a next channel or I'll have to look for another things. But in Vedantu platform, it is possible. At the same time, you can have 2 tabs and 2 sessions might be going on. So unlimited live classes are possible. Micro courses and crash courses, these are possible here. So micro courses are basically one chapter specific course. Again, finding the videos in YouTube is a big deal itself. That again messes up the entire thing. So say for example, if I'm a mathematics teacher and I want that my student should be able to find mathematics video just with one click, selecting mathematics, that is not possible, isn't it? So these all things has been taken care by Vedantu's Wave platform and you will simply love it. Believe me, you'll simply love it. You can ask the feedback from those students who have actually taken live sessions, who are right now taking live sessions. You can ask them their experience, that how they are feeling. Okay, and performance reports, so these all things will be given to you on your email ID, and personalized attention would also be given to you through personal teachers. So yes, these all benefits comes to you with this link which says vdnt.in/ytpro. These all letters are in small letters and this is in capital letters. So please take care of the case sensitivity is an important part. So vdnt.in/ytpro is case sensitive. Apart from that, you have to apply a coupon code. This is not HP Pro. Please correct it. This coupon code is HPE Pro. HPE Pro. HPE Pro. So please apply this coupon code. Once you apply this coupon code, you'll be able to get the discount on the courses, whichever course you are taking. Irrespective of the course, you can just apply this coupon code HPE Pro and you'll get the desired discount. Fine. So yeah, that's it. Chalo. So I hope you all understood about these all benefits of Vedantu and how you can actually take or relinquish the potential of online education, because right now during this pandemic especially, this online education has emerged as the savior, the life savior you can say, because right now there is no possibility of coaching, no possibility of schools, but still education must go on, because at the end of the year CBSE will not ask, or CBSE will not listen that okay, you have not studied most of the part of the year, so we'll not be taking your examinations. Board examination will take that. Just now, few days back, you would have heard that NEET is going to be conducted. So NTA said that no, we are not going to stop the examination. So what would happen that if that thing happens? What would happen that if you come across that okay, this year you are not going to be promoted as like the government did with other classes, and for class 10th you'll have to give the boards. Then what would you do? So at this point of time, online education is the savior. And in online education, so since everyone is in online education, the quality has come down. And that is why it became our prime responsibility to cater to you guys so that you can get the best content. You can get the best quality of teachers, best quality of content, best quality of technical support, the Wave platform itself. So that you should not feel bored. You should not feel ki, okay, I do not have any alternative, so even though if I don't like it, I will have to study from here. No, you should not feel like that, because study is not something forcible. It can't be forced upon you, isn't it? So that's why we have tried a lot of things, and we will be trying many more things with the support and love which you guys are showing to us. Okay, chalo. So shuru karte hain. Let's start our today's session without wasting any much further time. So here we go. So let's start with this relationship between zeros and coefficients of the polynomial. So I will write it down one by one. So everyone, please pay attention. This is the most important part, because from here question comes, and a good amount of question comes from this part. Okay. So everyone, please take care of this thing. So what we have to do, I hope you all might be knowing that most of the part in this polynomial which we have to study is about quadratic equation. So say for example, in quadratic equation, let's take a general equation as ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. So this is a general equation, quadratic equation. Here, I hope you might be knowing that a quadratic equation can have two zeros. So those two zeros, what we assume? We assume those two zeros to be alpha and beta. That alpha and beta are my two zeros. So the relationship which we have to study here is that sum of zeros means alpha plus beta. Sum of zeros, alpha plus beta, is equals to minus b upon a. You have to remember this. See, the derivation for this formula is there, but we are not going to study it right now. Rather, we'll be studying that derivation in quadratic equation formula. Means quadratic equations chapter. We'll be studying it we'll be studying it there. Okay. So right now you have to just remember it. So please remember that alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a. Some people or some books even say that it can also be written as sum of roots is equals to minus b. B is what? That coefficient of x. So minus coefficient of x divided by what is a? A is x square ka coefficient. So that is coefficient of x square. So that is also right, not a big deal. Okay, so we have got alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a is equals to sum of roots is equals to minus of coefficient of x divided by coefficient of x squared. Fine. So yeah, we got it. Now this is the first relation which you have to remember. So always remember this first box. And the second relation which we have to remember is this one, that product of roots. Product of the zeros. We even call it zeros or roots, whatever you wish, you can say that. So roots or zeros. So product of roots is c by a, constant upon a. So here also there could be another name, that is product of roots. Product of roots, and that product of roots could be equals to constant upon coefficient of x square. Fine. Yeah, this could be an option. Cool. So you have to just remember these two things about quadratic equation, and the same type of relation would be appearing in cubic equation as well. So I'll be telling you that about that cubic equation there in the question itself. So for right now, if you know it, that's great. Balle balle. If you do not know it, please write it down somewhere in your copy because it is going to be used very extensively. Okay. Chalo, let's move on. Going ahead, if you have not written it, kindly pause the video. So we talked about this linear polynomial. We don't even need to talk about it because this is super easy. Quadratic polynomial, we just now talked about it. Alpha plus beta equals to minus b by a, and alpha into beta is equals to c by a. So just remember that much. Thereafter, moving ahead, two zeros will be there for the quadratic equation. We know that. This is a quadratic equation, and one more thing. Okay, I forgot that. So that one more thing that we have, if say for example, if we have an equation ax square plus bx plus c. So we can get two zeros, that is alpha and beta. Okay, you can get those two zeros either by doing middle term splitting or any other method, whichever you have. So you can do that. You can put any formula. But say for example, the situation is not that, but vice versa. Vice versa means that say for example in the question, if it is given that sir, you have not been given the equation of the root. Rather, you have been given the roots of the equation. What I mean to say, that say for example you have an equation x square minus 5x plus 6. So if someone asks you what is the zero of this polynomial, so what you will do? You'll simply make it equals to 0. Once you make it equals to 0, from here you'll find x is equals to 2 or x is equals to 3. But say for example this question is not given to you. Question is rather given that you have two zeros of an equation, x equals to 2 and x equals to 3. Now you find the quadratic equation. Equation has not been given. You have been given the roots and you have been asked to find the roots. You have been asked to find the equation. Reverse format. So what you will do at this point of time? That is my question. So here what we do, I'll tell you. Whatever is your zero, just put it here. Means put it in LHS. So you will get x minus 2, and many of you might be thinking equals to 0. But don't take this equals to 0, just take x minus 2. This will become your factor. I'm again repeating. Whatever is your 0, x equals to whatever is your 0, just put that 0 to the LHS side. Then whatever will come as a factor for you. Okay, so this is your factor. Similarly, x equals to 3 is your 0. Put it to this side. Put it to this side. So you will get x minus 3. So this x minus 3 is also going to be a factor. Fine. So you got two factors, x minus 2 into x minus 3. Now I think it must be pretty simple. So if you have x minus 2 into x minus 3, you can simply multiply them. So this will be x square, and minus 3x minus 2x will be minus 5x and plus 6. So the equation which we had written earlier, x square minus 5x, x square minus 5x plus 6, we have again received the same equation, isn't it? Yes. So that is how it works. Means here what you have to remember, that say for example if x equals to, say for example if x is equals to alpha and x is equals to beta, these are the two zeros given to you or roots given to you. So in that situation, if the question asks what is the equation of the quadratic, what is the quadratic equation, so you'll have to answer x minus alpha into x minus beta. Multiply them and you'll get the answer. Fine, cool. Chalo, if you all have understood, let's get into the cubic equation wala part. So this is the quadratic wala part. Moving ahead, here we have got cubic. Okay, sorry, the formula is written wrong here. So I will write it, I'll correct it. So please pay attention. By mistake, they have written a wrong formula. So let's not get into this. Let me cut it. So let's see what we have to write here. So everyone, please pay attention. Here, what we have to do, we know it's a cubic equation. So whenever we have a cubic equation, equation is also given wrong here. So sorry. So I hope you all might be knowing that cubic equation is always of the form ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d equals to 0. Just like the quadratic equation part, ax square plus bx plus c. So here it will be ax cube bx square cx plus d. Simple. Now you would have understood by this time that quadratic was having 2 zeros. So cubic will have how many zeros? Okay. Cubic will have how many zeros? 3 zeros. And we name those 3 zeros to be alpha, beta and gamma. Earlier we had named the quadratic zeros to be alpha and beta. But right now, since it is a cubic equation, we'll name it as alpha, beta and gamma. Okay. So alpha, beta, gamma. Now here also you have to remember relations. 3 relations. In quadratic, you have to remember 2 relations. Sum of roots and product of roots. Here you have to remember 3 relations. Let's see which relation. The first relation is alpha plus beta plus gamma. Same, which used to be the sum of zeros. And it has got the same relation. Means the same value. Alpha plus beta in quadratic was minus b by a. Here also alpha plus beta plus gamma is also minus b by a. So first box, please write it down and close it somewhere. Second, please write it down because these are very important. Okay. Second is alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals to c by a. There is a difference. Earlier only alpha beta was equals to c by a in quadratic equation. Now alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, all 3 of them is equals to c by a. And moving ahead, the third one which you have to remember is actually the product of the zeros is equals to minus b by a. So these 3 zeros, these 3 relation you have to remember. So please write it down somewhere in your copy, very important, and then move ahead. Okay. So alpha plus beta plus gamma equals to minus b by a. That is sum of zeros is equals to minus coefficient of x square upon 1 coefficient of x cube. This is called as sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time. Sum of product of the zeros taken 2 at a time. So here you will write alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha equals to c by a. That is coefficient of x upon coefficient of x cube. And here you will write product of zeros alpha into beta into gamma is equals to minus constant upon coefficient of x cube. That's it. Okay. Chalo, let's move on and now directly jump to the questions. So here we move. This is a note. Let's not get into this. Let's get into a question. Okay. So this question says something. Very simple question. It's a linear equation. So question says find the zero of this polynomial. So I hope you all might be knowing that for finding zero of any polynomial, we just make that polynomial equals to 0. We have to just make that polynomial equal to 0. So we made it. Now once you have got minus root 3x is plus 7 is equals to 0, what you can do, you can actually send this negative term to here. So you will have 7 is equals to, minus will go to that side, it will become plus, and you will have root 3x, isn't it? So now what you can do, you can actually send this thing, entire thing here in the denominator, and you will have 7 upon root 3 is equals to x. So we got x is equals to 7 upon root 3. That is the zero of the polynomial. So simple, isn't it? Chalo, if you all understood, I'm hoping that I am assuming it right, that you people are understanding, isn't it? Chalo, let's move on. Here we go to the next. So x equals to 7 upon root 3. Very simple. Chalo, let's So what we have to do here is find the zero of the polynomials of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficient. Now this verification question is also very common in board examination. Okay, so please pay attention. First of all, you have to find the zero of the polynomial. So how are we going to do that? So I hope you all would have heard about a term called as middle term splitting. Suna to hoga hi. So what is that middle term splitting? Very simple. In middle term splitting, first of all, you have to take the first, that is the x square coefficient, and the last, that is the constant. You have to take them and multiply them. So you have, from here you have got 6, from here you have got 7, multiply them. You'll get 42. Got it? Okay, got it. Now your work is to divide this 42 or to break this 42 into two factors only, such that you should get the middle term, minus 3. Kaise hoga ye? How will do that? Let's see. So if I talk about 42, please pay attention. 42 can be written as 1 into 42 or 2 into 21 or 3 into 14 and many other possibilities are there. But will any one of these is going to give you minus 3? Just tell me yes or no. 42 and 1, either if you add them, subtract them, 1 plus 42, 1 minus 42, 42 plus 1, 42 minus 1, nothing will give you minus 3. Not possible at all. So like these you have to check the possibilities. So here 2 and 21, can they give minus 3? Obviously no. 3 and 14? Obviously no. 3 plus 14, 3 minus 14, 14 plus 3, 14 minus 3. No, we can't get. Okay, so we'll have to think something more. So 4 will not cancel it. 5 no. 6 7s are 42. 7 6 are 42. So 7 6 are 42 is also not doing the work. Does not look like that it has got a middle term splitting, isn't it? Okay, so let me think. 7, is it right? Okay, no, because it does not look like that it is going to give any answer in the near future. Let me just check out that whether this value is right or wrong. So okay, very sorry, so they have misinterpreted it. It is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x, and here they have written minus 3x minus 7. So there has been a mismatch. So I'll just correct the question. Thereafter it would be solvable. So I am correcting the question. Question is 6x square minus 3 minus 7x. That is the question. Here there is no x, and here the x is there. So now you'll have to first of all rearrange this equation. You'll have to write 6x square, then minus 7x, and then minus 3. And now what you should do? You should again do the same thing, that take the first coefficient and take the constant, multiply them. So 6 3. 6 3s are 18. Cool? Got it? Okay, got it. So 6 3s are 18, done. Fine. Once this is done, 6 3s are 18. Now you have to break 18 into two parts such that you should get the middle term. So I hope this is very easy. 18 can be broken into two parts, that is 2 into 19. 9 2s are 18. So if you will do 2 into 9, from 2 and 9 it is possible to get minus 7. How is that possible? 2 plus 9, no. 2 minus 9, yes. 2 minus 9 is possible. So 2 minus 9 will give me minus 7. So I'll do that. I'll write now 6x square plus 2x minus 9x. For getting a minus 7, I will write 2x minus 9x. Fine. And then minus 3 is already there. Now I'll take common from both of them. So if I'll take common, 2x is common, remaining is 3x plus 1. From here, what is common? I guess minus 3 is common. So 3x plus 1 again. From here, what do you have got common? 3x plus 1, 3x plus 1. So this is 3x plus 1. And then you have got 2x and then minus 3. So you have got 2x minus 3. Okay. Now if you have to find the 0 of the polynomial, you know it is simple, that you have to just make it equals to 0. Once you make it equals to 0, here this 2x minus 3 will become equals to 0. This means that x is going to get 3 by 2. Similarly, if you will do here also, you will get x is equals to minus 1 by 3. Yo. Okay, so you have got the 0 as 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. So if these are the zeros, let's solve the entire question. So we got the zeros. X is equals to alpha, say for example, as 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. Correct? X equals to 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. These are the zeros. Fine. We have to verify the relation. We know the relation. What is that relation? So first of all, this is a wrong expression. This is actually 6x square minus 7x minus 3. So the relation says that alpha plus beta is equals to minus b upon a. And in that relation, alpha and beta is known to you. You have to find a and b. So I hope you might be knowing that this is your a, this is your b, and this is your c. Just one important concern, that a, b, c will always be along with their signs. B should never be written as 7, rather it should be written minus 7. Similarly, a is already plus 6, so we have written it 6. And c will also be minus 3. Fine. So I hope you all got it. So once you have got this one, now, so if I talk about alpha plus beta, so alpha plus beta, so I'll write LHS first. LHS is 3 by 2 and beta is minus 1 by 3. So if you take the LCM, 3 3 is 9 and minus 2, you will get 7 by 6. That is what you are going to get here if you take it. And now if I talk about the RHS part, so RHS is minus b upon a, that is minus, in place of b you will write minus 7 and in place of a you will write 6. Minus into minus plus, so you have got 7 by 6. Isn't that cool? 7 by 6, yes. So we got 7 by 6. That is RHS, right hand side is 7 by 6. Fine. So you got 7 by 6 RHS and LHS. So you can write hence proved. But this is only first relation. After that, what do you need to do? You need to do the same thing for the product of the zeros as well. Alpha into beta equals to C by A. And it will also go exactly the same way. There you have to take these two multiplied. So you'll get minus 1 by 2. And similarly, you'll write C by A. So minus 3 by 6. That is also minus 1 by 2. And that is how you will write that since we are able to see LHS is equals to RHS, hence proved. I hope you all are getting this. And why I am explaining this question in so much detail? Because this question will surely come in your exam. Surely I am saying. As a 3 marker. Sometimes in your school, this question is also appears as 2 marker also. So you should be ready for a 2 marker or a 3 marker. Okay? Chalo, let's move on. So now, since I have explained this so extensively, so it will be helpful for us in understanding other questions fastly. Chalo, let's move on. So the solution is same, 3 by 2 and minus 1 by 3. And thereafter you need to do the LHS and RHS. So minus 7 by 6, we also got the same thing. So blah blah blah, 7 by 6 means. And product of the zeros, what I was saying, minus 1 by 2. So the same thing. Fine. We'll be able to solve it completely. Moving ahead to the next question, here is the next one. Come on everyone, read it out. This question says, find the zeros of the following quadratic polynomial and verify the relationship between the zeros and its coefficient. So I'll find the zero and I'll leave the verification part to you because we have already talked about it in the previous question. So that's why I had done it there so extensively. So those who have yet not understood it, please go and see that previous question multiple times. Okay, read this question. Let me have some water so that I can be refreshed. Okay. Okay, chalo, let's move on. Water is also empty here. So we have got this equation, root 3 x square and then 7 root 3. So we have already talked about that middle term splitting works that you have to multiply the first coefficient, that is coefficient of x square, and the last term, that is constant. So what you have got? You have got root 3. You have got root 3 and then you need to multiply it with constant, that is 7 root 3. 7 root 3. I guess you know that. Root 3 into root 3. 3. 7 3s are 21. So you will get 21. Now you have to break 21 such like you should get 10. So it is already broken, man. 7 3s are 21, which we did right now. Because if you will break 21 into 3 into 7, that is going to give you 10. Isn't it? 3 plus 7 is 10. Yo. So let's do that. So here you can write root 3x square and plus for 10x you can write 3x plus 7x plus and that you can write 7 root 3. So from here these 2 points you can take out root 3 common and x also common. So here x will be remaining plus those students who are not understanding how I took root 3 common, so they should know that 3 can be written as root 3 into root 3. I hope you all might be knowing that. So if this is 3 means I am assuming that here we have 2 times root 3. Isn't root 3 into root 3. So root 3 into root 3. So that's why I took 1 root 3 common. And x is already there. So what is remaining? Only 1 root 3. Similarly here in these 2 cases you will get 7 common. So what is remaining? X plus root 3. Very simply you will get x plus root 3 common. And now what is remaining? Root 3x plus 7. This root 3x plus 7. I hope you all got it. From here you can get the 0. So from here the 0 will be minus root 3 and from here the 0 will be minus 7 upon root 3. So this is going to be your first 0, that is alpha, and this is going to be your second 0, that is beta. And now if you have to verify the relation, so you know the relation. The relation is nothing but alpha plus beta minus b upon a. So alpha plus beta, you have to add these two and then that will be your LHS, and then you have to find the RHS as well, like minus b by a. So you know the value of b. And I hope you are understanding how am I getting a and b value, because this equation I will compare with ax square plus bx plus c. So this is your ax square, means value of a is root 3. Bx means value of b is 10. And c means 7 root 3, constant term. सही है? Okay. चलो, let's move on. So minus root 3 and minus 7 by root 3. The same zeros which we also got. And hereafter, you can actually put in sum of zeros and do the needful for the verification wala part. And thereafter you can write hence verified. Chala, let's move on. Here is the next question. This question says find the quadratic polynomial whose sum and product respectively of the zeros are given as minus 8 by 3 and 4 by 3. This is a good question. Here I'll tell you something more. So question says that sum is already given. Sorry. So question says that sum is already given, which is minus 8 by 3. Sum of what? Zeros. Means alpha plus beta is already given minus 8 by 3. Oh, that's great. That's fine. Thereafter, product is also given here 4 by 3. Product means what? Product means simply alpha into beta. That is also 4 by 3. Okay, that's cool. So now what? Find the zeros of this polynomial. Okay, that's great. Find the zeros means find the value of alpha and beta individually. So for finding the zeros, I guess first of all we need to find the equation. How would we find that? That is the question. So we know that all the equations are in one format, that is all quadratic equations. That is ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. I hope you also know that ax square plus bx plus c equals to 0. If this is the situation, then are you understanding one thing? That if I want, I can divide both sides by a. If I want, I am saying. Now you might be thinking, sir, why in the first place did you want this? आपने ऐसा सोचा ही क्यों? Why do you want it? You need to answer it. So I'll tell you, okay, I'll answer it, but wait for a moment. If I divide it, so a and a gone for the first term, we have got x square plus, here we got b by a, so this is b by a times x plus, and this is c by a is equals to 0. Fine. Now, I hope you know that alpha plus beta is also equal to minus b by a. Do you know that? Alpha plus beta is also equals to minus b by a. So we have got minus b by a equals to minus 8 by 3. And similarly, alpha into beta is also c by a. You know that? The first slide. So here minus and minus will go away and you will get b by a. That is equals to 8 by 3. Don't you think that you have also got a b by a here? You have also got a b by a here. So what you will do, you will simply put this value of 8 by 3 here in an x plus x square will be here plus c by a. You have got the value of c by a as well, 4 by 3. You will put that as well here, equals to 0. And you got the answer, man. See here, x square plus 8 by 3x plus 4 by 3. Take 3 LCM. 3 will go here. 3x square plus 8x plus 4 whole divided by 3 equals to 0. So this 3 will go here, and then finally you will not have this, and you will have e is equals to 0. Don't you think that we actually found it? Isn't it? We actually found this. So once we have found this, 3x square plus 8x plus 4 is equals to 0. So now again same thing, you have to do the middle term splitting, find the zeros of the polynomial, and then go on. The same way what we did in the previous two questions. That we have got a quadratic equation, we have to factorize it, we have to find the zero, and then we have to go on. So here I'll just do the middle term splitting because that is a little bit troubling for many of the students. So that's what I'm doing. But rest, verification you can do it, or finding the value of the zero. I guess only factorization has to be done. But anyways, no issues. I'm a good person, so I'll do that. What should I do? I should rub. So 3x square plus 8x plus 4. Let's factorize this. 3x square plus 8x plus 4. So we have got 3x square plus 8x plus 4 equals to 0. You know that the first and the last will be multiplied. So 3 into 4. That is 12. 12 has to be broken into two factors. Now 2 factors means you can break it in 2 into 6. See here. Because 2 into 6 is 12. Yeah, we know that. And at the same time 2 and 6 can make 8. That is also a possibility. So for making 8 you need to write it 2x plus 6x. Okay. And this is already 3x square. So let it be 3x square. Plus this is already 4, so let it be 4 equals to 0. Now what do you need to do? You need to do the factorization. So x common 3x plus 2. and here you can take 2 common, 3x plus 2 equals to 0. So we have got 3x plus 2, 3x plus 2. So we got 3x plus 2, and what is remaining? X, and here it is 2. So x plus 2 equals to 0. Isn't that simple? Isn't that easy? From here you can get very easily minus 2, and from here you can get very easily minus 2 by 3. So we got the zeros. Yeah, what else is required? And we get 3 marks only for doing this much. Nothing good, nothing big deal, isn't it? Nothing, some great sort of work. X square plus 8 by 3 times x plus 4 by 3, the same equation which we got. Thereafter solving x 3x square plus 8x plus 4, solving them x plus 2 into 3x plus 2, solving them minus 2 and minus 2 by 3. Exactly same. ठीक है? चलो, let's move on. Next question. Here we move on to the next. This is the next question. It says, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial this is negative of the other. Means you have got 2 zeros. Okay. Say for example, you have got, okay, wait a second. So you have got 2 zeros. What are those 2 zeros? They will be alpha and beta. So if the value of alpha is p, then the value of beta is minus p. That's what the question is saying. Please pay attention. That if the value of alpha is p, then the value of beta is minus p. So that one of the zeros quadratic equation is negative or other. Okay, fine. So in this situation, I hope you are understanding that what is the most fruitful relation here. Fruitful relation means, don't you think that if I do alpha plus beta, which is sum of roots, and we know that alpha plus beta is equals to minus b by a, here this will be most fruitful. Why? Because if you will do alpha and beta, p minus p, if you add them, p minus p, it is going to give you 0, isn't that? And is equals to minus b by a, so you know that b is already minus, and b is already minus 8k. b is already minus 8k divided by a. Value of a is 4. So now this is very simple, because you have got 0 is equals to whatever you have got here, 2k or something. Does not matter, man, does not matter, because k is going to be 0. In either case, whatever you get, 2k equals to 0, so k is equals to 0. So very easily we got the answer. This question was easy. So you can get the same type of question with a one more twist, that find if one of the zero means find the value whatever, if one of the zero of the quadratic polynomial is reciprocal of other. You can get this question as well. Reciprocal of other means that if one of your zero alpha is p, another zero beta will be 1 by p. So I hope now also you would have understood that which relation would be the most desirable or most fruitful relation. Multiplication, because if you will multiply alpha into beta, they will get cancelled and 1 will be remaining for you. So you will get the answer much more easier. Okay, chalo, let's move on. If you have understood this, k is equals to 0 here. So k equals to 0, we got the answer. Okay, let's get into the next question. If questions are easy, why not to solve them fast? Question says, verify the numbers given alongside the cubic polynomial below are its zeros. Also verify the relationship between zeros and coefficient. So first of all, we have to verify that whether these are the zeros or not. So I will try the easier one. I'll put the tougher one for you guys. Shall I do that? Okay. Anyways, I'll do it. No worry. Wait a second, yaar. Tum bhi to yaar. So we have got fx. Fx is 2x cube plus x square minus 5x plus 2. And here we have got 3 zeros. So 3 zeros are alpha equals to 1 by 2, beta equals to 1, and gamma equals to minus 2. We have got 3 zeros. Okay. Let's put it here. So equals to 2x cube means 1 by 2 whole cube plus x square means 1 by 2 whole square. So I hope you know that how do we put 0. So whatever is my 0, we put that thing as the value of x. Okay. So in place of x, I am putting 1 by 2. So 1 by 2 minus 5 into again 1 by 2 and then plus 2. You have to actually solve them. So 1 by 8 into 2, so 1 by 4 and plus 1 by 4 and minus 5 by 2 and plus 2. So 1 by 4 plus 1 by 4 will be 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2 and plus 2. So 1 by 2 minus 5 by 2 will be minus 4 by 2 and plus 2. So that this will be minus 2 and plus 2 gone 0. So yeah, this is satisfying. Similarly, you will put 1 also here. So 2 plus 1, 3. 3 minus 5, minus 2 plus 2, 0. That is also coming. I have not solved it. But I just want to show you that how you have to solve it. That is the most important part, because the same question is not going to come. Surely the values will change. So if values change, then also you should be able to solve it. And how will you solve this? Like this. So here you have to put for 1 also, then you have to put for minus 2 also, and you have to show every time that they are coming 0. Then it will be proved that yes, these are the zeros, first part. Second part, we have to do the verification of the relation. So that we have already done. How we have done that? So I hope you remember the formula. First box, alpha plus beta. Okay, let me write it clear. Wait a second. Not now, buddy. Okay, so I hope you all might. Okay, let me show you. Why am I writing it again? Let me show you. So first में 0, 1 by 2 is 0, 1 is 0, minus 2 is 0, and the verification wala part, alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to minus b by a. Do you remember this? Minus b by a, alpha plus beta plus gamma. Similarly, alpha beta, beta gamma, gamma alpha is equals to c by a. Remember that? Alpha beta gamma is equals to minus d by a. So you have to also do the same thing, and then you have to verify it. That's it. Okay, chalo. If you all have understood till here, let's move on. Here's the next question. So this is the next question, says find a cubic polynomial with the sum of product of zeros taken 2 at a time, which I have said you, alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha, and product of its zeros as 3, minus 1 and minus 3. Means the question is actually giving you that the value of sum, that is alpha plus beta plus gamma, is equals to 3, sum of the zeros. Then alpha beta plus beta gamma plus gamma alpha is equals to minus 1, that is c by a. So and alpha beta and gamma, product of roots. This is all given here. Sum of roots, sum of the product of roots taken 2 at a time, and product of the roots. So alpha beta gamma, this is minus 3. Okay, so these values are given. I hope you again know that alpha plus beta plus gamma is equals to what? Minus b by a. Similarly, this is equals to c by a, and similarly this is equals to minus d by a. Okay, fine. Do you know a cubic equation? General form of the cubic equation? I hope you know that. So what is it? That is pretty simple. ax cube plus bx square plus cx plus d. Okay, again equals to 0. Can I do the same thing what we did in the quadratic wala part, dividing both side by a? I guess we can do that, no problem in that. So I will divide both side by a. A by a gone, so you have x cube plus b by a times x square plus c by a times x plus d by a equals to 0. Fine. So here you have got, now here the value of b by a, so minus b by a is equals to 3. Don't you think that b by a will be equals to minus 3? B by a will be equals to minus 3. So just put here minus 3 x square. Then c by a is equals to minus 1. It's already given. So c by a is equals to minus 1. Minus 1 means minus x. And then d by a. So here minus d by a equals to minus 3. Means minus and minus will go away. And d by a will come as plus 3. So d by a will come as plus 3 equals to 0. And the first one is already here, x cube. Don't you think that you got the answer so beautifully in just one line? And this is a 3 marker. I am not joking at all. It is a sure short 3 marker, complete 3 marker. And you got the answer so easy. Isn't that great? Okay, so did you all understand it or not? This is the equation x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. Let's even check it, the answers as well. So x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. In case if you want to multiply this k outside, you can. Many times students ask me that, sir, why is it written, or what's the use for it? So I'll tell you what's the use. So what equation did we get? I hope you remember that this was x cube minus 3x square plus minus x plus 3 and equals to 0. This was the equation which we had also got. Okay, are you understanding that I can multiply anything both sides in an equation? That is always allowed. Linear equations in 2 variable also, same thing. So if I multiply both side by k, so in LHS I will get k times x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3 is equals to, in the RHS side I'll get 0 into k. I'll get 0 into k. Means here I have got a k additional in the multiplication, x cube minus 3x square minus x plus 3. But in the RHS there is actually no change. There is actually no change. So it simply shows that you can write it. No matter. Means your equation is not going to change. So say for example, how is it not going to change? Say for example, you have written x is equals to 2. If you multiply this whole equation by 2, so you will get what? 2x is equals to 4. Does it change anything? No, absolutely nothing. Or say for example, if you have got x minus 5 is equals to 0, and then you multiply this whole equation by 2. X minus 5 is equals to 0, and then if you multiply, you will get 2x minus 10 is still equals to 0, because 2 into 0 is 0. But still the answer will be same. Here also x will be equals to 5, and here also x will be equals to 5. So that does not make a difference. So if you want to multiply this k on your own, you can. Otherwise you can even leave it. Okay. So I hope you would have understood that. Chalo, if you have understood this, let's move on to the next. And I hope, yeah, that was all for today's session. And so if that was all, so this is the link. Yeah, this is the link for all those students who are loving Vedantu, who want to learn more from Vedantu, who want to join my live sessions and many other master teachers live sessions. You can just go to this website which says vdnt.in/ytpro. vdnt.in will be in small letters, ytpro will be in capital letters. This is case sensitive, and you have to apply a coupon code, that is HPE Pro. HPE Pro. This is a coupon code which will give you a 15% additional discount in whatever course you choose. So you can just go to this website, you can choose your course, you can choose your subscription time period, and then you can start learning with Vedantu. We, the master teachers, absolutely awesome Vedantu platform, Wave technology. In our every session we have Menti quizzes, we have notes, assignments, tests, everything is there. So doubt support is there, unlimited doubts during the classes are there, many more things. So you'll simply you'll simply fall in love with this Vedantu platform. Because let me tell you, me being a teacher, I don't have to get taught, I have to teach in fact. So let me tell you, I am in absolute love with this platform, Vedantu Wave platform, which we take in this live session. Okay, so I am in absolute love with it because it has so many features which all are so much usable, so much interactiveness is increased. So that's make the entire online education, entire learning environment very conducive, very engaging. Okay. Chalo, fine. So that was all. Let me tell you, if you will go to this website, it will look like this. You will have to select the grades 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, whichever grade you are studying. Select the grade. Thereafter, it will ask you the target, that your CBSE is the target, ICSE, Maharashtra board, or whichever board. Thereafter, a page like this will come. Here you will get all the features which are there in this Vedantu Pro subscription course. You can click on Get Subscription. Once you click on this, now it will show you the time period that you want to take this for 1 month, 3 months, or 6 months. The prices for that will be shown to you. This is before coupon code, this is after coupon code. So you have to apply the coupon code here, HPE Pro. So once you apply this, 1 month, 3 months, 6 months, whichever you select, your coupon code will be appeared here. It will give you a discount of 15%. Final amount will be shown here. You can click on proceed to pay and you can pay. Fine. So guys, that was all for today's session. It was really a fantastic and wonderful session with you all. I loved and enjoyed it. So I'll be seeing for much more interactions like this on YouTube, on live sessions, on Vedantu subscription sessions, and we'll have a lot of masti, a lot of learning, and too many things. Okay. So see you all there in the sessions. Till then, bye bye. Take care and good night. Love you. Bye.